We are nearly done learning about APA format, but our videocast would not be complete without quickly discussing the references page. The references page is designed to allow your readers to know what outside sources you used and where exactly they can locate those same sources. You should keep track of all of the references that you use when you are writing your paper. It's important that whatever is in your in-text citation matches up with the citation at the end of your paper. So if your in-text citation begins with an author's last name, so should the citation on the reference page. And again, if there's no author and you write your in-text citation with an article title rather than an author, then the first word of your reference citation should be the article name. It's a quick way for your reader to find and match your in-text citations to your references page, where the full publication information can be found. To begin your references, insert a page break at the end of your last page of writing. Then, center your cursor and type in the word references. Press enter once. Make sure your cursor is aligned to the left margin. And this is where you will begin typing in your first reference. We are going to use a sample journal article. You want to include as much information as you possibly can. Then press enter. We're next going to use a sample book reference as an example. One thing to note about the references page is that only the first line of each reference should be flushed to the left margin. If your citation is over 1 line long, you should change the spacing of this so that only the first line is on the left margin and the rest is indented, 0.5 inches from the margin. This makes it easy to identify where the next citation begins. You can easily do this by highlighting all of your references and then dragging the hanging indent marker 0.5 inches to the right. You will notice that this does not affect the first line of text, which will remain aligned left. There are a few things you should keep in mind regarding your references page. The first is that the references page should be in alphabetical order by last name. There should be no extra spacing between references. Although in the body of your paper, you should put titles of articles in quotes, in the references page, you do not put quotes around articles or shorter works. Further, you should put the names of articles in sentence case, where only the first letter of the title, as well as proper nouns, should receive capitalization. Titles of longer works, like books and journal names, should be italicized. Lastly, it's important to use a resource of some sort when creating a references page, because each citation on your references list is going to be unique. For example, there could be an article on the Zika virus published in multiple formats. It may be in the print volume of a journal, where it was originally published, and later it could be republished as a chapter in a book. It could also be in the online version of the original journal that you found. These are all treated differently in APA format and receive different citations in the references page, despite the fact that it's all referring to the same article. So it's important to look up how to cite each source individually and to ask yourself, is there just an editor, just an author, or both? What format is this reference? Is it a book? Is it a book you've looked at online? Because that's different than going to your library and picking up a physical book. Is it a website, a journal? Did you access the journal in a database online, or was it a physical journal? Is it a report, a YouTube video, a speech? Are there multiple volumes or editions? And is this a translation? Is there a date? Whether it's a publication date or a date when the website was last updated, it's important to find when whatever you are referencing was created. If this is a book, you should also know the location as well and include that information in the publication information. As you are probably starting to realize, it would be really difficult to memorize how to cite each and every type of source when there are so many sources available in so many formats. Thus, we recommend you use the following resources to help you create your references list. The APA 6th edition manual obviously should be your go-to guide. The American Psychological Association also has a great website where people can ask questions that aren't addressed in the book. But if you don't have an APA manual on hand, we suggest the OWL Purdue, which has a plethora of resources about APA formatting. And believe it or not, a quick Google search will often lead you in the right direction. When you are really confused, come see a writing consultant in CUW's Learning Resource Center, and we can help you find the answers you are looking for. Thank you for joining us in this video cast on APA format. While we couldn't possibly cover everything there is to know about APA, we hope that this gives you a starting point. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to contact us. Students can set up appointments online at tutortrack.cuw.edu. And if you are a graduate, online, or center-based student, you also have access to our online writing lab. We hope you make use of these resources, and we look forward to seeing you in the Writing Center very soon.